Boeing CEO just admitted before Congress that the company has retaliated against whistleblowers. Though key thing, he didn't say, yeah, we retaliate by killing those fuckers, but the admission was still super significant, right? Especially because numerous whistleblowers have made these allegations since the whole door plug debacle. Right? And during his first appearance before Congress yesterday, we saw this interaction between Boeing's outgoing CEO, Dave Calhoun, and Senator Richard Blumenthal.
Mr. Calhoun, let me ask you, how many of your employees have been fired for retaliating against whistleblowers?
Senator, I don't have that number on the tip of my tongue, but I know it. It happens. I know it happens. I am happy to follow up and get you that number.
I would appreciate your following up. Let me ask you, have any of your supervisors, your managers, anybody been fired for retaliating against people who speak truth to power about defects or problems in production?
Senator, we have fired people and disciplined people.
Right, and those comments are also notable because they came just one day after a new whistleblower came forward with allegations that Boeing failed to properly track faulty parts and may have even used them on some planes. With these new claims being made public in a 200-page memo released by the Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations ahead of the hearing. And that document detailing a complaint made by an employee by the name of Sam Mohawk, who works as a quality inspector in the factory where Boeing assembles the Max. And according to the committee, Mohawk witnessed systemic disregard for documentation and accountability of faulty parts, aka non-conforming parts, which are supposed to be closely tracked and carefully disposed of to ensure they don't get used in production. With specifically Mohawk claiming that when Boeing restarted production after 737 MAX groundings following the fatal crashes in 2018 and 2019, the company experienced a 300% increase in reports stating that parts didn't meet manufacturing standards. But then, instead of being removed and tracked, the report alleges that the 737 program was losing hundreds of non-conforming parts, and adding, Mohawk feared that non-conforming parts were being installed on the 737s and that it could lead to a catastrophic event. And going even further, Mohawk claims that Boeing tried to cover this up by intentionally hiding improperly stored parts from the FAA during an on-site inspection, accusing higher-ups at the company of ordering the faulty parts to be stored outside after being informed of an upcoming inspection, resulting in 80% of those materials being hidden from the agency. And eventually, the sheer number of faulty parts became so overwhelming that Mohawk said that his superiors literally told him and others to eliminate or cancel the records that designate a part as non-conforming, a direction that significantly doesn't just violate Boeing's own rules, but also federal regulations. So all of this was so concerning that Mohawk decided he had to speak up. But when he reported the issue to Boeing's internal portal for employee safety concerns, his report was literally just directed back to the same managers he was complaining about. But that said, on the other side of this, Boeing, for its part, has responded to the new allegations by saying that it's reviewing the claims and saying in a statement, "We continuously encourage employees to report all concerns as our priority is to ensure the safety of our airplanes and the flying public." And while that encouragement is probably not genuine, it does seem like more and more whistleblowers are coming forward despite everything. Just last week, Bloomberg reporting that FAA data show that the agency had gotten 11 times as many Boeing whistleblower reports just in the first 5 months of this year than in all of 2023. And reportedly, just between January and May, it got 126 whistleblower tips. The previous year, they got 11. And lawyers for whistleblowers have said that there are still around 50 people who want to share their safety fears even after the deaths of 2 informants.